Hi, I'm Brenda Kazire, and I'm one of the care queens from Odonata Care. We wrote the care plan booklet, A Path to Comfort for the Hospice Patient. Today, we're going to talk simply about how does the body really die. Um, our body is this miraculous, mysterious machine, and it's designed to live and live and live some more, but it's also designed to die. Uh, just like the birthing process, our body knows what to do and when it's time to die. And the best thing we can do is honor that process in our body and not try and force it at the end, if you will. It's taken years of hospice experience to learn this. I like to think of our body, our mind, and our spirit as this force of living energy, this pulsing bubble of energy. Um, when we're younger and healthy, this ball of energy is just has lots of energy pulsing in and out. It's connected to the world around us in lots of ways, and that's good. That's growth. That's life. As we get older, and this can happen for months, or this can happen for years, or even days, our life bubble begins to shrink physically, emotionally, spiritually. As we get closer to the end of life and closer to death, that bubble doesn't have as much energy going in and out. Our physical nest becomes smaller. We leave the house less. Next thing you know, we leave one room less. Then we leave the recliner less. And then next thing you know, it's bedbound. And so physically that life bubble is shrinking. At the same time, our connection to the world around, we're not going out and engaging with family and friends. We're not watching TV, reading. We're not looking at our phones. We're detaching from life around us. That's really normal and healthy. All while this process is going on, there's the inward physiological process and balance that is preparing and slowing, and the body recognizes this. And the best thing we can do is in our body is telling us what we need and what we don't need. As the body's preparing to die, it needs less fluid, it needs less calories, it wants to be quiet. There's not a need for a lot of energy coming in and out. It takes energy to process food and fluid. And I also find it really interesting that I've learned over the years, as our body is dying, our swallow becomes more difficult because it's telling our bodies that we don't eat so much, don't drink so much. It's that same set of muscles that controls our speech, and our speech gets quieter, we speak less. So not only is our body repairing physically with less calories, food, and fluid, but it's detaching from those around us. We're sleeping, spending most of our time sleeping, engaging less. That's a natural way that we detach from the world and those around us. It can be really difficult for families to be present in that because they feel them slipping away, and they are. Their life bubble is shrinking away and detaching from them, but that's a normal, healthy process. Doesn't mean you can't offer food and fluid. Doesn't mean you can't be present and touch. It just means that it's happening, and we have really no control of it. When we do try to get control of it and we start forcing food and fluid, then choking starts happening, and then it can get more uncomfortable. But if we really just honor our body's natural need to slow down and end its life, it goes much smoother. As our bodies physically die, our oxygen levels decrease. This is very normal. And we tend to not look at the numbers on the oximeter or the oxygen level, because that's not important. What is important is our loved one calm? Are they comfortable? Are they breathing without labor? Let's face it, dying is hard work, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We see it in birth, coming into the world, and we see it on coming out. And the beautiful part is that we, both in and out of this world, we tend to have people who sit with us, care for us, guide us. Like in birth, there's midwives, and in hospice, there's hospice nurses or midwives. And in both cases, bulk of that job lands on the family, and which is a privilege, and it's a hard privilege, but it's a privilege to show up, even when we don't know how, but we just show up, and part of it's instinctual. And it's why we wrote this booklet, is to help people guide them and just normalize it. Dying is normal. It's healthy. And all we have to do is just support them along their way. Another beautiful thing that happens is as the oxygen levels decrease, the dehydration sets in, the kidneys start functioning less, all the organs start functioning less. They don't just stop. Everything starts shrinking with less energy, functioning less, until the body slips away. And it's this beautiful process that we just have to learn to trust and guide. And when they no longer can care for themselves, it's our job to make sure that they're calm, they're comfortable, clean, well positioned. And it's a waiting game. And it's a great time for telling stories, reminiscing, apologies, being grateful. This is when, the pictures tend to come out and the stories start. And it's our hope that you can have that glimpse of beauty even when your loved one is dying, even though it's all wrapped in loss. So I hope that has helped you understand how the body dies a bit more. And here at Odonata Care, we're committed to, helping people have a transformation into death in a more peaceful way. Thank you.